D-Lo 404 boxing here. All right, so Kell Brook and Terence Crawford are both reportedly training at this time. Of course, we still haven't heard the announcement about the deal being made, anything being secure, or anything of that ilk. But I tell you, I really want to say that, you know, as far as this fight itself, of course, I'm one of those people who, it's not my first choice of an opponent for Bud Crawford. Okay, I definitely would like to see Bud in with the likes of Danny Garcia, Errol Spence Jr., you know, those guys. Sean Porter even. Now that Sean Porter back in the win column. I don't mind Bud versus Keith Thurman, although I can understand why, you know what I'm saying, a guy, you wouldn't want to fight a guy coming off a loss. You know, you're not going to get the credit for that. But at the end of the day, when people don't want to give you credit, they're not going to give you credit anyway. But with all that being said, I do want to see this fight get made because it's been talked about for so long. And the only other opponent out there that really looks like a viable option for Bud that's not already booked up would be Pacquiao, but Pacquiao hasn't said anything. From my understanding, I haven't seen anything from Pacquiao in months. So I don't anticipate in the 11th hour us getting an announcement that Pacquiao is going to be Bud's opponent. I'm thinking that Kell Brook's going to be the opponent. I'm not here to talk about the money, but what I will talk about is the matchup. You know, one thing about Kell Brook, Kell comes to fight. Kell has a strong self-belief. I don't think for 1 minute Kell Brook doesn't think that he can beat Bud Crawford. I think Kell feels like if he can get in the best shape that he can get in, regardless of what shape Bud comes in, he thinks that he can win that fight. And Bud is the same type person. You know, he feels the same way. But with all of that being said, there's only going to be one winner. And you know, they can have a draw, but then neither one of them win. But I do want to say that Kell Brook went and fought Triple G, went up 2 weight classes and fought Triple G before Canelo Alvarez got the courage to go fight Triple G. And Kell Brook was winning that fight until he wasn't winning that fight. Not, you know what I'm saying? I think that says enough. But I also feel like Kell Brook and what he did against Triple G is what gave Canelo Alvarez more courage to feel like, okay, this guy can be outboxed. This guy can be whatever. And I'm not going to get into how I felt about that fight, but I'm just saying Kell Brook showed the world that Gennady Golovkin could be outboxed. And we know Bud's on this 7-fight knockout streak. And in that time, he's knocked out everything that he's faced in the welterweight division. But he has not faced a Kell Brook. So I'm not one of those people that's going to come out here and crap all over that fight. I think these guys match up well. I'm not going to break down the styles or anything like that in this video. I like to reserve that type stuff until after the fight's made. But I just wanted to give that brief overview on the guys, what I thought about them, how I feel about the fight. And I'm telling you, it's getting to the point now that I'm starting to anticipate this fight. I've gotten over the disappointment of not hearing that the fight has been announced that Bud's going to fight the guys that I wanted him to fight. And now I'm just anxious to see if they're going to go ahead and make this fight, where it's going to take place, when it's going to take place, and get ready to do what I got to do to make sure I'm able to view that fight. D-Lo 404 boxing, all I got to say on the subject. I'm out. Peace.